Hi guys, welcome back to Prem Talk. Yet another video, and apologies for the review of our Friday night's game coming in late because I wanted to do it a little bit different than the format in which that I've been doing the normal reviews. So, like just a brief overview of what happened. Chelsea lost 3-1 to Flamengo of Brazil Friday night. And in this video, I will give my three takeaways as to what I saw that did not impress at all, because it was a game in which, as Enzo Maresca did mention in his post-match press conference, in his post-match reactions and interviews, that it was a new style or a new tactic that he was trialing out, that we will be seeing it for next season. And I did understand what he was trying to do, and personally, as I will be getting into it more in the video, I have my thoughts as to why it did not work that extremely well. In fact, if there was a percentage of it working, I believe it was just 50%, and the other 50% actually did not go well. So I will give my three takeaways, uh, that being one of them. So a bit of a spoiler there. So and then yeah, we will end the video from there. It's just a new style of review that I wanted to trial out for this one, instead of the way that I've been going through the previous reviews. So that's it, guys. Welcome to the video. Let's begin. First things first, three takeaways, and takeaway number one was the new system. I believe it required more of inside forwards, because what we did see was the back four of the setup was the back four of Reece James, Trevor Chalobah coming into partner Levi Colwill with, as you know, Marco Correa at left back. Of course, Robert Sanchez was in goal. Then in midfield, we did see the usual culprits of Enzo and Caicedo. And then going forward now, the front four was something new. Uh, Cole Palmer did start on the right, and then oh, sorry. Just going back a bit, in the back four, I believe we did see it was Malo Gusto who started at right back. Then in midfield, it was Reece James and Moises Caicedo as a double pivot. And then now the front four, where the actual change and introduction now of the new system was showing, was that it was Pedro Neto on the left. It was Enzo Fernandez in the 10, and Cole Palmer went out to the right wing, with new striker Liam Delap getting his starting debut, because the previous game that he did play, he came off the bench, so he did get his first start in blue. And essentially that was the lineup. And what Enzo Maresca was trying to do in that was that, he had two fullbacks playing purely as natural fullbacks, having the freedom to go forward, overlap. Cole Palmer being on the right, he was never anyway going to be hugging the touchline, as one of Enzo Maresca's principles of the wingers, to always stretch the pitch. So uh, Cole Palmer was coming inside. Malo Gusto was, well, at least was meant to be overlapping. Then on the left hand side, as mentioned, Pedro Neto had the license to roam around the area. He had the choice of going out wide or, cutting inside onto right foot and, taking a shot, as was seen effectively in the first goal, though it did come from the opponent's mistakes. So that was the setup, and I believe the intention was uh, more of a counter-attacking design, because we did surrender possession to Flamengo, who are a very dangerous side. I believe they have only lost 3 games under the management of Felipe Luis, our former left back. So they are a very tough side, and Enzo Maresca did seem to respect them in the lineup that he chose, and did choose to give them possession, and accepted to play more on the counter attack. And what essentially was always meant to happen, as I said, with the fullbacks, it was more playing as traditional fullbacks with the license to, overlap. uh, no, there wasn't really much of inverting that was done here, because even Reece James and Moises Caicedo, they just stuck there as the defensive midfielders. They did not go anywhere else. Enzo Fernandez played more of, the roaming 10 stroke 8, and Palmer, as you know, actually played the normal way. But you see, the problem now came in on the defensive phase, because where now you see the previous system work well and come into play is that when you have two out and out wide wingers, is when you are defending, the wingers have that responsibility of tracking back. And anytime that we were caught on the transition, or literally Flamengo were building out from the back and literally hitting it long in behind our back line, especially in that right hand side. Many other times that Malo Gusto, Trevor Chalobah, whoever went close out on that side, found himself isolated 2v1, simply because you can't rely on Palmer to, come back and do his due diligence in terms of defensive work. So this, for me, in that aspect, the point number one that I wanted to make was that the system was good, but I believe that the personnel that he did choose let him down. It was never going to work really with Palmer playing on that right wing. And in any case, he ended up way more. He ended up way more uh, not even getting involved in the game. He was pretty much isolated on that right hand side. It was so easy for the Brazilians to mark him out of the game, and of course, resulted in him having yet another uh, poor game, which now comes brings the total to, I believe, 4 uh, good games that he's had since January, when bad form of his began. So really, he needs personally, he needs a lot of work to do. And then the second point I wanted to make was actually now, just to follow up now on Cole Palmer, is he needs to step up. He needs to step up a lot, because I have been having this discussion, or should I say, uh, my take or takes on Palmer that many don't seem to like, especially on X. But it's a simple thing now. I am What I did say, or I do say, about Palmer is that he's not a bad player. He is a world class player, but he is a young player. So we need to give Palmer time to grow, and there is no sense in hyping this kid up, because he has a lot of time to develop. And as much of a good season that he did have in his first, uh, in fact, many have pointed out this point that he thrives in chaos, and in a more regimented structured system of football, he does tend to struggle. But that's the challenge now for Palmer. He needs to step up because he is the main man of the team. The club gave him the number 10 shirt now, and he needs to improve his game more, have the confidence to take on people, because as you have noticed of late that opposition teams are now doubling up, at times tripling up on him, and that was always going to happen, because it's the respect that opposition teams uh, give star players. Literally, the likes of Salah, the likes of Saka continuously get double marked, triple marked at times, to try and lessen the effect that as a star you have on the game. So Cole Palmer has to improve on that front. And the other last point that I did not like, especially from Enzo Maresca, was something that I thought he did improve on during the season, but he went back to some old bad habits that he does have, and it's in terms of squad utilization. Now, if you do remember, we lost a lot of crucial players in the January transfer window. Now, most are blaming the sporting directors for, not supporting the manager and allowing crucial depth to leave the club without replacing them. But my take on that is simple. Yes, as much as the directors do have their blame for allowing those guys to leave, you can't blame those guys leaving because Enzo Maresca really wasn't using them, and especially during that busy fixture schedule that clubs always have in England in December, January, when you have around 9, 10, at times 15 games in one month. So Enzo Maresca really has to take out that bad habit, because it is a miracle to me how on earth certain players in the squad have not even had a minute up to now. And I do hope that they do get a minute. They do get minutes in the Esperance de Tunis game that we are playing on early Wednesday morning. So Enzo Maresca really has to get that out of his system, because uh, the more he continues to overrun players that he trusts, the higher risk of injury. Especially right now, the players who we are really, really worried about are Marco Correa, Moises Caicedo, and even Cole Palmer, because and although Pedro Neto has been getting the regular rests here and there, being subbed off in games and whatnot, but as the three crucial players, very very crucial to how we play, Cocorrea, Moises Caicedo, and Cole Palmer, they need rest, and Enzo Maresca really has to start using players like Dario Esugo, Andre Santos, and even if you want to use Badiashile as a left back, because we do not have another left back in the squad that is in the US. Uh, just use him there, because we do need. We do have a season that's incoming that's going to be hectic. We are in four competitions next season, and players like Marco Correa, Cole Palmer, and Moises Caicedo are going to be very important if we are going to reach our targets for next season. So Enzo Maresca needs to really, really seriously improve and take out that bad habit of lack of squad utilization, because it will end up causing a lot of issues in the squad, with players not getting minutes, frustrations here and there. And as you know, the English press are always hungry there. They're always hungry hyenas there, just waiting for even a penny to fall, and all of a sudden they will make a big meal out of it. and they will start, writing stories of players being unhappy and a revolt happening in the squad, when in reality all is well. So we need to, Enzo Maresca needs to learn and improve on the squad utilization aspect, because, as I keep mentioning and repeating to, in all socials and even people that we talk football with, that if you want to win a competition, if you want to win a league title, if you want to win a Champions League, then you're in all those competitions in one season, then you have to use a full squad. You cannot just use 11 players. You cannot just use 15 players. You will need the full length of 25 squad players. So Enzo Maresca, you have to improve on that squad utilization, and I will be keenly watching this Esperance de Tunis game, because I expect to see changes. I expect to see Mamadou Sarr get some minutes. I expect to see Dario Esugo start. I expect to see Andre Santos start. Uh, Cole Palmer, I will accept, because clearly there is no backup for him being there, because the other conundrum for me is what on earth is Nkunku doing in the US, because Enzo Maresca really doesn't seem to trust him in any case, because even Cole Palmer exited the pitch on in the game against Flamengo on Friday, but we still did not see Cole Palmer there. Sorry, we did not see Christopher Nkunku coming on. So I do wonder what Christopher Nkunku is doing there. And in any case, you still have, I believe, in the competition there will be an opportunity to introduce new players into the registration for the Club World Cup, if we do make it through, of course, to the knockout stages. So I do hope that someone will come in to replace Nkunku in that squad, because he's just a body in there and it's not helping at all, because he's not being utilized. He's just training with the guys and not getting any minutes. So I like. I think let me just end the video there, and then we will get to talk more about Chelsea. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you did enjoy this format. Please let me know in the comments, and then we'll continue to grow from there. Otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, smile, and be happy. Bye.